Okay, shall I start? So, applications of digital India program. What are the different applications that are there regarding the digital India program? So, first one is digilockers. Digital lockers we call it as. What is the use of these digital lockers? What is the use of these digital lockers? Okay, now, so this, yes, I will tell. Okay, now. So, we want to avoid paper certifications and we want to store in an online format. Okay, now that is one thing. Next one is another point is regarding to this is digital lockers is initially. So, how the account can be opened? Digital lockers. Any idea from your side? Yes, Aadhaar. It is not Aadhaar card. It is Aadhaar number. Okay, with Aadhaar number we can open the account, and when you open the account, initially they will provide with a 10 MB space, and based on your usage, the space will be increased up to the 1 GB. Okay, now where you can access to documents anywhere, anytime. Easy access is possible. Okay, now next one is another one is without paper we can maintain our documents. 100% authentication will be there. Okay, now, authentication means when you're showing the document, that is a proof, means that is the original document. And next one is other than this, e-signature can be there. Okay, now e-signature. E-signature means we can provide the digital signature, digital sign. Okay, now, so these are the benefits of what we call it as an digital locker source. Okay, now that is the reason why Government of India has launched this digital locker app, where you can store your certificates, important documents, marriage certificates. Okay, now, and the next one is education certificates, death certificates, anything you can store it, anything. So, are you getting it? Okay, now, so like this, any certificate can be stored there. So that is what the main aim of this. Why we need to reduce the dependency on paper? What is the necessity of reducing the dependency of paper? Why we need to reduce dependency on paper? To save the environment. How you are saving the environment with app? How you are saving the environment with app? Yes, sir. Paper, reducing the dependency on paper. How it saves the environment? Again, paper, for paper manufacturing, we need to depend upon trees. We need to cut down the trees. And manufacturing of paper requires a lot of water. Okay, now, please maintain silence. Okay, now, so we need to use water. So water pollution will be there. Deforestation takes place. And along with this, we are importing the paper from China. And paper cost is increasing. Lifespan of paper is less. And if you store it in the digital format, more lifespan will be there. All the things can be avoided. That is what the application regarding this digital lockers. Okay, now make a note of this. Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology. Electronics and Information Technology. Under this, Digital Locker Authority was established. Digital Locker Authority was established. Under this, we have launched digital lockers. Digital lockers, and this digital lockers applications are. After the applications of this digital lockers is one is reducing dependency on paper. Reducing dependency on paper. Anytime, anywhere access. Anytime, anywhere access. Next one is e-signature. That is, we call it as a self-attestation. Self-attestation. Okay, now next one is other than this, authentication. Authentication. Okay, now, so that is what regarding to this, what digital lockers app means. Got clarity? Okay, now, so next one is, shall I proceed to the other one, application? Writing? Okay. So after immediately launching this app, from the people of India, huge response is there regarding to this. Especially students should have this app for storing of all these documents. Any RC, registration certificates, anything can be stored regarding to this. Have you heard about this Umang? What is Umang means? Full form of Umang we need to know about this. Unified Mobile Application for New Age Governance. So Prime Ministerial app we call it as, and PM Modi is focusing more on this app. Not only this app, he is focusing on all the apps, and this is one of the primary app where majority of the services are provided through this, because our governance is e-governance, governance through fingertips. Okay, now, governance through fingertips. Regarding to this e-governance, so what we are implementing here. So this Umang app. Umang means Unified Mobile Application for New Age Governance. Unified Mobile Application for New Age Governance. And who developed this Umang app? It is developed by Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology as well as National E-Governance Division. Okay, Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology as well as National E-Governance Division jointly developed this app. Jointly developed this app suits. Okay, now, for what purpose they have launched this app means to drive mobile governance in India. Okay, now, so that is what regarding this. And as a part of this app, what we are doing regarding to these things. Done, completed, making a note of this? No. Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology, along with the National E-Governance Division, okay, now, they have launched this mobile app suits. Okay, now, that is Umang app. Got it? Next one is this regarding to this Umang app. So this app has multi-channel, multi-platform, multilingual, multi-service mobile app. All the state service, central services applications will be there. Are you getting my point, students? State as well as central services applications will be there. And next one is another important point regarding to this Umang is what means it is available in multi languages with multiple platforms. Means multiple platforms means what means? So this all these categories, whatever the categories portfolios are there regarding to the government of India, whatever the schemes that government of India is implementing, whatever an individual requires. Say for example, you have shifted from rural areas to the urban areas, so you don't know any person here, and you want the services. All the services, whatever you need from the basic needs, so every services can be provided to this mobile app. Are you getting my point? Can be provided to mobile app. You know, that is what regarding to this app is, and it has multi categories, multi sectors. And for what purpose we are implementing is for fast track mobile governance. And what is the benefit of this regarding to this is what means? So ease of access. Easily we can access to this mobile app. Okay, next one is governance services on fingertips. Okay, government services on fingertips. Next one is integration with the digital lockers. You know, it means all the apps are integrated to this. Anywhere, anytime access. So any services can be taken through online in different platforms and in different languages. Okay, like this. And other than this, it has international version also. So internationally, Indians wherever are there, they can use this mobile app. Government of India is trying to provide all the international services, not international services within India, whatever we are providing. People who are residing in the other countries also, they can use the services from there. International version of mobile app was launched. Indians are everywhere now. In every country we are there. Slowly we are extending this app to all the countries. Are getting it, students? Wherever in which country they are, they can use the services of India through this mobile app. So that is what the relevance of this app, students. Okay, like this in every sector, health sector there is a mobile app, education sector there is a mobile app. Like this, plenty of mobile apps are there. What Government of India has launched. But all we can't study all those things. What we need to study is where after immediately launching this, Government of India has launched this mobile app, where there is a huge response from the people of India. We are discussing only that apps. Okay, students. So Aadhaar is also a part of ICT. Do you know that? It is also part of Digital India program. It is a initiative of Digital India program only. So that also it comes under this Digital India program. So like this, there are different types of services are there. For all the services, there are mobile apps. Arogya Setu app is there. Okay, now, but now there is no relevance of that app now. So, but these apps has a relevance throughout the year, and many people started using it. So hence we need to know about this mobile apps. Okay, now, make a note of this. Umang app is of multi-channel, multi-platform, multilingual, multi-service mobile app. Multi-service mobile app. Next one is through this app, both central and state services. Through this app, both central and state services of any department can be provided. Applications of mobile app. Applications of this Umang. Applications of Umang. First one is ease of access. Ease of access. Okay, that means anywhere, anytime access. The next one is government services on your fingertips. Government services on your fingertips. Government services on your fingertips. Integration with the different mobile apps. Integration with the different mobile apps. Different mobile apps such as digital lockers, my government portal, bill payment services, and next one is feedback services. Feedback services. Okay, next. Recently, Government of India has also launched. Yes. Also launched international version of this app. Just I will complete this and I will stop it. I will repeat it. Otherwise, these people will look at me. Okay, now, international version of mobile app was also launched. Okay, now, international version of mobile app was also launched. Our Government of India has launched international version of mobile app. Okay, now, done, completed. Study the previous things. Don't waste time. And one more thing, general, listen. In every sector, we are going through mission mode now. Everywhere we are implementing mission mode. Are you getting it? Mission mode means what? So I will discuss generally. General topics I will discuss. Okay, no, not subject. Okay, no. Yes. So this mission means what means? In every area, we are trying to set the target. We are setting the targets, and we are reaching these targets in a timely manner. That we call it as a mission mode. So for everything, we are establishing missions now. National solar mission, national water mission, national energy mission. Okay, now we are going for we are establishing missions and we are developing these things. So what is the use of this mission mode? You can expect a question from there also. So why Government of India is focusing more on mission mode? Earlier, such kind of things are not there. What is the benefit of this mission mode? When we are going with the mission mode with the technology, so we have a lot of benefits. Things can done in a faster manner. Is it right or not? We have set the deadline, and according to that, we are working it. Not only India students, internationally also, every organization is setting the deadlines and they are doing the work like that. When they do the work like that, what happens means things will done in a faster manner, and we will have a clarity what has been done. Got it? And next one is funds that are allotted for each and everything, so it can be utilized in a perfect manner. And ICT is playing a key role in this. Say for example, as a IAS officer, you have allotted with 100 crores like that for a particular task. So devolution of funds has to be done on your hands. Okay, now, when what we call hundreds of crores are passing through your hands, you should not get idea to pick the one note from that. Okay, now, so you should disperse in a proper manner. You should not get a idea that I should take one note from it. No. Okay, now, so you should not get such kind of ideas. You should give it in a happy mode. Okay, now, that fund should reach the real beneficiaries. Okay, now, that is what mission mode means. Okay, now, like this, with technology, with the mission mode gives a lot of results. Hence, everywhere we are launching this. In education sector, it is there. You do know that already we have reached 100% enrollment in primary education. Enrollment is there. Retirement is there or not? Don't ask that. So why? Because in primary education sector, what they are doing, they are providing midday meal scheme. Okay, now, so for 2 eggs and roti and chawal. Okay, now, for that purpose, most of the children are enrolled. Okay, now, so for that they have enrolled it. Enrollment is there now. With such a huge population, we got at least some success. Okay, now, that is what. Retirement is secondary. Like that, we want to get a 100% enrollment in secondary education sector also, not only in primary education. We are looking for that. That means when we do like that, India's rank in living standards according to the world will increase. Okay, so that is what regarding to this mission mode. Now coming to this Umang. Umang, what are the applications of Umang? Means these are the applications of Umang students. An international version of Umang was also launched. That is the last point what we have written. International version of Umang was also launched. Next one is another app is what means fast tags. Okay, next one is fast tags. So for fast tags, for implementation of fast tags, what we have launched is Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology with help of Ministry of Road Transport. Ministry of Road Transport. Ministry of Road Transport has jointly launched what we call it as a National Mission for Electronic Toll Collection. Electronic Toll Collection. National Mission for Electronic Toll Collection. Okay, now, under this FASTag, they're implementing this FASTag. They're implementing this FASTags. And what is the benefits? What are the applications of FASTags is? What are the applications of FASTags? First one is, what is the use of this FASTag? FASTag works based on the principles of what? RFID. RFID means it works based on the principles of RFID. What is RFID means? Radio. R means radio, I know that. From there I want. Radio, frequency, identification, device. Identification, device. Radio frequency, identification, device. And what is the benefit of this FASTag? What is the benefit of this FASTags? What benefit it has? Time saving. Okay, time saving. We don't have time because we need to save the time. Okay, time saving. There is no need of stopping the vehicle near the toll plazas. So, okay, time saving. Other than. What is that? Long queues. That's what traffic can be prevented. Then authentication in collecting of taxes. Very good. Then next, cost cutting. How you are cost cutting? Use of ESS. Use of okay, cost cutting. Then corruption. That's what authentication of toll collection. In that only there is evidence of corruption. Okay, you should not drag things again. Okay, the next one is more than this. Fuel saving is there now. Okay, that we should talk. Why national highways? We will lay the national highways. Enhance the fuel efficiency. Okay, fuel efficiency will be enhanced. Okay, and so that we can, when traffics are not there, fuel efficiency will be enhanced. Density of the vehicles can be known. So generally, when they are laying these national highways through public-private partnership mode, so they invest a huge amount of money, and government of India will give it for 30 years like that. Even after 30 years, they will again extend the toll collection for 10 years like that. Okay, now, so such kind of things can be avoided. So when we know the density of the vehicles, like this is what the benefit of what we call it as FASTags. Make a note of this. First one is enhancing fuel efficiency. Enhancing fuel efficiency by reducing the traffic jams. By reducing the traffic jam. Enhancing the fuel efficiency by reducing the traffic jams. Next one is, another one is transparency in toll collection. Transparency in toll collection. Density of the vehicles can be known. Density of the vehicles can be known. Density of the vehicles can be known. Next one is, these are the benefits what we get through toll collections. Is it right, students? Digital economy. So online transactions, yes, that you can write that. Digital economy. Promoting digital economy. Promoting digital economy. So these are the things related to the FASTags. Next one is Beam app. Beam app. What is this Beam app? Okay, Bharat interface for money. So what is the benefit that we get regarding to this Beam app? It was named after Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. Okay, now, so what is the benefit of this Beam app? Why government of India has launched this Beam app? What is the benefit that we get regarding this? What exact benefit we have regarding this Beam app? So almost many people are using this Beam app. Now. What benefit we are getting it? What is that? Safe, secured transactions. Is it only safe, secure transactions? Other than that, safe, secure transactions, faster and reliable transactions. Next one is it does Beam supports wallet services? Does Beam has wallet services? No, Beam doesn't have a wallet service. Wallet, yes. No wallet services or wallet services. Direct cash means account to account transactions. Okay, now, simple and easy transactions. Beam works based on what means UPI. UPI means Unified Payment Interface. Okay, now, and who developed this Beam app? Who developed this Beam app? So NPCI, National Payments Corporation of India, which is under RBI, has developed this Beam app students. And recently Beam 2.0 was launched. So what is this Beam 2.0? What are the features? Updated features regarding to this Beam 2.0 means transactions, enhanced transactions. So earlier there is a you can send the transactions of 20,000. Now it has been increased to 1 lakh. Payment gateways was introduced. IPOs. IPOs means you can invest in the stocks. Newly introduced stocks. Okay, now next one is you can go for this what we call it as a sharing. You can send the gifts and all like that. Okay, now, like that. These are the new features what we are introduced under this what we call it as an Beam app. Got it? And Beam is not like a Paytm. Paytm has wallet services. Beam doesn't have an wallet services. But simple, safe, secure, seamless transaction are ensured to this Beam app. Okay, and along with this, Government of India has launched what means. So this is Bharat QR code. What is the use of this Bharat QR code? So what this Bharat QR code has a features? You might have seen this code everywhere. So National Payments Corporation of India, jointly with International Card Scheme, there is a group of banks. They established an international card scheme. They jointly launched this what we call it as an Beam app. Okay, now next one is this Beam app means QR code. What is the difference between normal barcode and this QR code? Normal barcode can means it has a digits of only 20 digits. Means coding can be done up to 20 digits only. But here coding can be done up to 7,000 digits like that. So that is much flexibility is there. Next one is we can read this QR code from any direction in 360-degree manner. Okay, no? But barcode we can't read like this. Okay, no? We need to maintain line of sight like this. Okay, no? So this is a reader and this is a barcode. If you need to read the barcode, we need to maintain line of sight like this. Then only we can read it. Otherwise we can't read it. But in case of QR code, we can read this QR code from any 360-degree direction. Are you getting my point, students? That is one thing. And another important point is regarding to this is this Bharat QR code is of scratch and dust resistant. Even though there are scratches are there, even though there is a dust, you can read this QR code. Okay, now next one is it is interoperable with all the apps. If you need to read the barcode, you need to purchase a scanner. The scanner cost is very huge. Okay, now, but if you need to read this QR code, different mobile apps are there with the different mobile apps, and you can read this QR code. That means QR code is interoperable in nature. Are you getting my point, students? So that is one thing regarding this. And next one is regarding this QR code. Safe means the transactions will be safe and secure, students, when compared with the normal barcode. We can use it anywhere. Minimal infrastructure is required. Not like barcode, it requires heavy infrastructure. Means the scanner they have to purchase with 25,000 rupees. A normal shopkeeper can purchase that? No. But if you use this QR code, so minimum with a minimum investment, very small investment, you can get the QR code, and every mobile app can read that QR code. So investment cost is very less. So that is what the flexibility of QR code and difference between the barcodes. And again, this QR code and barcode is also replaced by what means RFID tags. Upcoming version is RFID tags. But this QR code was released by whom means Bharat, Government of India. Okay, hence, this QR code is used everywhere in all the what we call it as shops and everywhere. So means digital transactions has been promoted with the help of this what we call it as QR code. That is what regarding the Beam app as well as QR code. And in both the cases, we are going to bring the international versions. Okay, now already it was launched in Bhutan. Already it was launched in other countries like Indonesia, Singapore, like that. So we are trying to use this app internationally also, Beam app and all. Got it, students? So this in Umang we have brought the international version, and in this Beam app also we have brought the international version. Anybody can use outside India also for monetary transactions like that. So that is what regarding this Beam app, students. Who is implementing this? So Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology with the help of what we call it as National Payments Corporation of India. Okay, now make a note of this. Bharat interface for money. Okay, now it works based on UPI. It works based on UPI. Unified Payment Interface. It works based on UPI. Next one is it was jointly developed by National Payments Corporation of India. It was jointly developed by National Payments Corporation of India. National Payments Corporation of India, which is under RBI. Now, features of Beam app. First one is safe, secure, seamless transactions. Seamless means without any delay in services. Okay, next one is another one is faster and reliable transactions. Next one is account to account services. That means right in the bracket, no wallet. Next one is another one is recently Government of India has released Beam 2.0. With updated features. Okay, first one is enhancing the transaction limit from 20,000 to 1 lakh. Next one is donation gateways. Next one is linking multiple bank accounts. Next one is option of applying initial public offerings. Option of applying initial public offerings. Option of applying initial public offerings. Next one is gifting money. Gifting money. Gifting money. So that is what regarding to this, what we call it as an BMAP. This next, taking Bharat QR code. Bharat QR code. That we call it as Bharat QR means quick response code. Bharat QR code. Bharat quick response code. It was jointly developed by NPCI. NPCI with International Card Scheme. NPCI with International Card Scheme. With International Card Scheme. Okay, na? Next one is. And it has, next one is, it has following features. It has following features. It has following features. First one is low cost infrastructure. Low cost infrastructure. Low cost infrastructure. IPO means what? Initial public offering. What is that IPO? So when a newly established company, if they want to go for a public issue, okay, if they want to go for a public issue, then they will go for a public issue with the name of initial public offerings. Okay, means they are giving the shares to the people of India. So interested people will purchase those shares. That we call it as an initial public offerings. There are questions in online. That's what I'm asking you. Okay, next ones. Got clarity on this? Okay. Next one is low cost infrastructure. How it is low cost infrastructure? If it is a barcode, we need to purchase scanner. Scanner cost is very high. Okay, write in that. But barcode infrastructure is too costly. Barcode infrastructure is too costly. Barcode infrastructure is too costly. Okay, next one is, another one is remote management of merchants and customers. Remote management of merchants and customers. So anywhere, anytime, we can access it or not. Remote management of merchants and customers. Barcode doesn't have this kind of facility. Continue with that. But in barcode, no such facility. No such facilities. Next one is interoperable with any mobile app scanner. Any mobile app scanners. Mobile app scanners. But barcode will be readed with a specialized scanners. Barcode is readed with a specialized scanner. With a specialized scanner. Okay, next one is push-based transactions. Push-based transaction means what? Push-based transactions means you will open an app now. After scanning, you will type the number. After typing the number, you will go for a secret code. After typing the secret code, it will ask you to pay or not. Okay, when it asks you to pay or not, you will push like this. So payments will be initiated through fingertips. Is it right or not? That we call it as a push-based transactions. So that's what we do now, students. Other than that, nothing is there in this definition. Do we need a definition? Push-based transaction means once we open the app, after giving the amount and after typing the secret code, so it will display the pay option. That pay option will be initiated with our fingertips. That is known as push-based transactions. Okay, now, is it clear? Done, students. Next one is unknown is. Whereas in case of barcode, is it possible? No push-based transactions. Okay, now we have to directly cash transfer takes place, or you have to pay through the card or like hard cash you have to give it. So that is what thing is. Next one is no need to store any charge slip. No need to store any charge slip. But in case of barcode, you have to collect the slip, charge slip. But in case of barcode, you have to take the charge slip. Okay, now, barcode can be read through line of sight. Barcode can be read through line of sight. Line of sight. But QR code can be read only in 360-degree manner. QR code can be read in 360-degree manner. QR code can be read in 360-degree manner. In any direction, from any direction we can read it. Barcode has to be read like this. Don't write only, students. QR code can be read in 360-degree manner. Anyway, we can use it. That is the flexibility of QR code. Okay, now next one is QR code is a dust and scratch resistant. QR code is a dust and scratch resistant. QR code is dust and scratch resistant. But barcode can't be read. With scratches and dust. With scratches and dust. Okay, in barcode, codes can be coded up to 20 digits only. Up to 20 digits only. But in QR code, we can use 7,000 digits above. We can use 7,000 digits above. 7,000 digits above. Got it? These are the characteristic features of what we call it as of what? QR, Bharat QR code. Difference between Bharat QR code as well as barcode. And next one is Beam app. These are all the applications of what means Digital India program, students. These are all applications related to the Digital India program. Okay. Now we'll go through this what means RFID technology. Take heading RFID. RFID. radio frequency identification devices. RFID, radio frequency identification device. This RFID is a tag, where we are using in almost all areas, and these RFID tags, radio frequency identification device tags. So here also we need a reader to read these tags, friends. So as I told you that in fast tag work based on the RFIDs only, RFID tags only. Next one is everywhere we started using these RFID tags. Where we are using, I will tell you that what are the applications. First I will give you the what we call different types of tag. What are the different types of tags? This RFID tag based on power source. Based on power source, it is categorized into three types. It is categorized into three types. Based on power source, that is active RFID tag, active RFID tag, passive RFID tags, passive RFID tag. Next one is semi-passive RFID tags. Semi-passive RFID tag. RFID tag based on the source. It is categorized into three types: active RFID tags, passive RFID tags. Next one is semi-passive RFID tags. So what is this RFIDs means? What are this? Why it has been categorized like this? Based on what it has been categorized? Radio frequency identification device means it works based on the radio waves, and these tags has to be readed. So you can see the background. That is the tag. The tag will be readed with the readers. Okay. In this tag, students, passive tag means here there won't be any power source. No power source will be there. Okay. And without this power source, how can we read the tag? Means this is a tag, and there is no power source for this tag. This is a reader. We will read the tag with the help of radio waves that are emitting from it. This reader will emit radio waves. It will read the tag, and radio waves will again come back. Okay. It will be reflected back, and this reader will capture the radio waves, and it will read the tag. That we call it as a passive. But in case of active, the tag itself will have a battery source. Electrical source means it has its own battery, it has its own power supply. Okay, active tags. So and it will be read with what means reader as with the help of power supply source. That is what active tag. Passive is what means this is semi-passive tag is. It has both what we call it as electrical source, non-electrical sources. So both the ways we can read this semi-passive tag. If there is no power supply, we can read it. Even if there is a power supply also, we can read it. That is what semi-passive tags means. Active, passive, semi-passive tags. Among this, now tell me that which one is the more advanced one? Which one is advanced one? Passive or active? Semi-passive. Semi-passive is advanced one. Okay, because we can read this tag even though with source of electricity, without source of electricity. That is what the thing is. Where we are using this passive and active tags and all those things. So RFID applications, in all these areas we are using this RFID application. See this cattle population. Now and then cattle is tagged with yellow color tags. Okay, to their ears. Okay, that is the tagging of this cattle population. Why we need to tag this cattle population? What is the use? Farmers will get loan on that, and they will identify each and every what we call it as a cattle. Based on that, bankers will provide financial loans like that. And next one is like this in everywhere. So in aviation sector we are using retailing industries, library books. Okay, because library books means we will take the books, we won't return it back now. But now we can identify the source who has taken that. Okay, now next one is, and not only here, so we can use it in jewelry. Okay, now thefting of jewelry will be controlled. Okay, now next one is in textile industries, textile shoppings. So when you purchase these textiles, they will remove the tag and they will give you. So without paying the bills, just try it. Okay, now if you cross the main door and alarms will start making sounds. Okay, now that means what is the meaning of that? You are thefting that particular products. Okay, now and next one is schools and colleges. It can be used in hospitals. We are using immediately after the birth of the babies. We are using these RFID tags to avoid the thefting of babies. Schools and colleges means every school children can be tagged, like either they are going for coaching or not, classes or not. Okay, now so like that we can tag it, we can track it. Like this everywhere we are using this what we call it as an RFID tag, students. And recently government of India, what government of India has done, I told you that in pilgrimages they are using this RFID tag. In ammunitions, army ammunitions means bullets, bombs, they will manufacture all those things now. Until it reaches the target place, they will tag each and every item. So in the ammunitions of Indian Army, they are using these RFID tags. Like this everywhere possible, we are trying to use these RFID tags. What is our intention is, we want to replace the barcode with RFID tags, students. So that is our intention is. So hence RFID systems was introduced, which is a highly advanced technology. And what is the benefit of this means? Say for example, if India has manufactured 100 bombs, okay, it has to transport it to the target place of Indian Army camps like that. So each and every item will be tagged, and we can track it. Okay, so whatever the things that have been manufactured has reached the target place in such a number or not? Is there any leakage? We can control all these things. Okay, so for that purpose, we started using the RFID tag. That means each and every asset or item can be tracked with the RFID tag, which is not possible in case of barcode stones. That is what the RFID tag and barcode means. We'll write the differences between RFID tag as well as barcode also. Okay, so see this, make a note like this. Passive tag. Passive tag means RFID means you know that now. Radio frequency identification device tags. Okay, it is three types. Passive tags means there won't be any power supply. There won't be any power supply. They acquire their power from the. They don't have any power supply. They acquire their power from the readers incoming radio waves. Readers incoming radio waves. Readers incoming radio waves. Readers incoming radio waves. Okay, next one is active tags. Active tag. The internal circuit of these tags. Internal circuit of these tags is powered by power source. Is powered by power source. Okay, no? That is next one is semi-passive tags. consists of internal circuit with power source, internal circuit with power source, but relay on the radio waves, radio waves received from the reader. But okay, I'll read once again. Semi-passive tag comprises an internal circuit with a power source, but relay on radio waves received from the reader, to transmit the response. Received from the reader to transmit the response. Okay, no? That is what 3 types of tags. And next one is RFID applications. RFID applications. RFID applications. What are the applications of RFID? First one is we can use it in animal tracking also, students. Right, like this: animal tracking, wild animal trackings, as well as bird migration tracking. Bird migration tracking. We will track the tigers. Are getting it, students? Tracking of tigers, tracking of birds is possible with RFID. So you may get doubt, how can we track, sir? Okay, now, so this radars will be there established in particular places where the tiger's movements is very high. When the tiger passes through that, the radar will capture the tag and it reads. That means it is moving in a particular direction. We'll get the information like that. Okay, now, birds, some lakhs of birds will migrate to India during winter season. Okay, now, so in which direction they are moving and where they are moving, targeted locations, we can identify that. Got it, students? Like that. And next one is animal husbandry. RFID tags in animal husbandry. RFID tags in animal husbandry. Does humans also need these RFID tags? Already we have a number now. Each and every human has its own Aadhaar number now. Is it right or not? Already we are tagged with a number. Got it? There is no need of RFID tag. Okay, animal livestock. Okay, now, RFID tags are used in animal husbandry for livestock. Next one is another one is tracking of each and every asset in retail shoppings. Tracking of each and every asset in retail shoppings. Each and every asset in retail shoppings. Next one is in libraries. In libraries we can use these RFID tags. Next one is thefting of children is controlled in India. Thefting of children is controlled in India through RFID tags. Thefting of children was controlled in India through RFID tags. Recently, Ministry of Home Affairs gave a mandatory guideline to the tourism states to tag pilgrimages, to tag pilgrims, to tag pilgrims. Right in the bracket, Amarnath Yatra. Example, Amarnath Yatra. Okay, now like this, these are the applications. You have to update the applications like this from the newspaper, students. This is the area where it was not question was not given so far in UPSC. Definitely from RFID tag, you can expect a question from this area. So this is the untouched area of UPSC. Okay, next one is you can go to this. What is the difference between barcode versus RFID tags? Take the differences between barcode versus RFID tag. Barcode versus RFID tags. Okay, first point is barcode can be read in a line of sight. Barcode can be read in a line of sight. Can be read in a line of sight. Means line of sight is required to read the barcode. Line of sight means understood. Okay, students. But RFID tag can be read in any direction. RFID tag can be read in any direction. Next one is to read RFID, radio waves are used. To read RFID tags, radio waves are used. To read RFID tags, radio waves are used. Next one is to read barcode, optical lasers are used. To read barcode, optical lasers are used. Okay, no? Next one is understood that point. For reading of barcode, optical laser will be used, whereas reading of RFID tags, radio waves are used. One more thing here, RFID can be read and we can write it. We can write it means we can change the code time to time in RFID tag, whereas in barcode we can read it, we cannot write it. Are getting my point, students? Reading and writing means RFID codes can be changed from time to time. That is there in our hands. We can change the codes according to our convenience. But in case of barcode, once the barcode was made, we cannot change it frequently. Hence, that means writing is not possible. Okay, that is what. Make it out like this. RFID tag can be read and we can write it. RFID tag can be read and write. RFID tag can be read and we can write it. But barcode can only be read. Barcode can only be read. Okay, the next one is in RFID tag. What happens means each and every asset can be identified individually, uniquely. If say for example, if 10 soaps are there, within these 10 soaps, different combinations are there. With RFID tag, we can identify each and every soap with a unique nature. Unique nature means company, when it was manufactured, where it was purchased, all the details, full-fledged details, uniquely we can identify it. But barcode, we cannot identify like that. If you are making the barcode to all these 10 soaps with different companies, you cannot uniquely identify it. No? Can you identify it? No. But in case of RFID, it is possible. Okay, now that means unique identification is possible for each and every asset, and unique identification is not possible in case of barcode. Write that point. In RFID, each and every asset can identify uniquely. Each and every asset can identify uniquely. Each and every asset can identify uniquely. Okay, now, but in barcode, unique identification of assets is not possible. Unique identification of assets is not possible. Okay, now the next one is Without human interference, we can read RFID. Without human interference, we can read barcode. Sorry, RFID tag. Okay, na? But barcode can be read with human interference. Barcode can be read with only human interference. So while writing, it seems to be very easy, na? But the beauty of such kind of questions you will come to know while writing the mains examination in the what we call it as a UPSC exam. At that situations, in such circumstances, you should remember all these basic simple points. There, the beauty of UPSC, you will come to know that. Okay, if you're watching the cricket match, so if I am there, I can beat this ball 6. This useless fellow is not beating the 6 and he's making a defense single runs like this. But if you are in the field, you'll come to know that pressure. Okay, now you'll feel like that or not? Everybody will feel like that. But the simple things, at least once you have to read it, students. You should have a clarity in your brain. Then only you can write such kind of simple questions. Got clarity? Okay, mains questions means these kind of questions, they will use such kind of questions only. What is the relevance of 5G? Why India is looking towards 5G even though we are unable to implement 4G in a full-fledged manner? Okay, now science and technology questions or direct questions will be there. Sometimes they will give too much of technical questions, where sometimes we also can't write that. Okay, now we can't do PhD here, na? Okay, we want to attempt maximum number of questions. So that simple questions they will ask sometimes. You should learn something from everything. Then only you can tackle with such kind of questions. Got clarity, students? Okay, now that is what regarding to this RFID tags as well as barcodes. What is RFID? How many types of RFIDs are there, students? Okay, now so there is a question from online. Listen, RFIDs are harmful or not when we put it in the ears or in ears in animals? No, we are tagging now. Animal ears are very long now. Have you seen buffalo ears? Have you seen it? Have you seen the buffalo now? Okay, now seen or not? Okay, now that you have a long ears now. So radiation effect can be avoided. That is, we use what means passive tags. The radioactive effect won't be there, and that too. One more point I will remember you here. When I was teaching electromagnetic spectrum, I gave you two categorizations: non-ionizing radiations, ionizing radiations. Radio waves comes under what? Non-ionizing radiation. That means impact on living organisms is very less. That also you can use like this. Got clarity, students? That is what regarding to this RFID tags. Up to this, we completed all the Digital India applications. What is Digital India? What is the vision of Digital India? Applications, pillars of Digital India, applications of Digital India, students. Any new mobile apps that was launched by the government of India, when there is a huge response from the people of India, that such kind of apps you should make a note of it. Got clarity, students? Okay, no? So that is what regarding to this Digital India applications means. Wireless communication technology, internet, everything I have discussed this, students. Okay, next one we will go for the advanced technologies, like we call it as an emerging technologies. So India is looking for implementation of different emerging technologies. India is moving from third industrial revolution to the fourth industrial revolution. First industrial revolution is based on what? First industrial revolution. In 1700s, we have launched this first industrial revolution. First industrial revolution is powered by coal and we have to say that steam engines. First industrial revolution. When it comes to the second industrial revolution, okay, electricity. Electricity we started producing in second industrial revolution. And next one is electricity with what we call it as an assembly lines. Assembly lines means what means after manufacturing the products, we used to bring these products in a particular order that we call it as assembly line. First, we have introduced these assembly lines at the time only. The belt systems in the industries that we call it as assembly lines. Next one is third industrial revolution. Third industrial revolution, automation. We started using computers. Automation. Fourth industrial revolution will be artificial intelligence with automation. To introduce this fourth industrial revolution, that is Industry 4.0, smart industry, we have introduced a mission known as National Mission for Interdisciplinary Cyber Physical Systems. Okay, National Mission for Interdisciplinary Cyber Physical Systems. So under this, we are implementing so many emerging technologies. Okay, now what emerging technologies? 3D printing, and next one is big data, and next one is Internet of Things. All these things we are using it, and all these technologies are interrelated to each other, interconnected to each other. In fourth industrial revolution, students. Department of Science and Technology is focusing on this mission, that is National Mission for Interdisciplinary Cyber Physical Systems, to bring fourth industrial revolution in India, that is Industry 4.0, students. So for that purpose, we are implementing all these new emerging technologies. What are those emerging technologies? I will explain it. Okay, now before that, there is a question, students, online question series. Recently, death of cheetahs was due to the radio collars of RFID. Radio collar is different, RFID tag is different. RFID chips are different. They have introduced RFID chips into the cheetah's body. That infection has led to the death of this cheetahs. That is different. Radio collar means, so to the animal neck, they will introduce this radio collars. Okay, or any body part. RFID tag means they will insert into the body part. Okay, like that. There are two ways are there. To track the animal movements, we use these RFIDs. Got it? Okay, next one is take heading. Right like this. Department of. So you need to take heading. Okay, take heading emerging technologies. Emerging technologies. Emerging technologies. Emerging technologies. Department of Science and Technology. Department of Science and Technology. Department of Science and Technology has launched National Mission on Interdisciplinary Cyber Physical Systems. National Mission on Interdisciplinary Cyber Physical Systems. Interdisciplinary Cyber Physical Systems. Okay, no? The main objective of this is implementing cyber physical systems, implementing cyber physical systems, implementing cyber physical systems to launch fourth industrial revolution, to launch fourth industrial revolution, that is industry 4.0, fourth industrial revolution, that is industry 4.0, as well as other smart, as well as other smart concepts, as well as other smart concepts. Smart concepts means what? Means right in the bracket. Smart concepts means smart cities, smart grid, smart factories, smart buildings, smart house, and smart cars. Smart cars. Okay, no? Next one is. Take a ring, do you know? Industrial revolutions are categorized into following types. Are categorized into following types. Categorized into the following types. Okay, no? Industry 1.0. Industry 1.0. You know, it is based on mechanization, and steam power. Mechanization and steam power. Steam power. First, next one is second industrial revolution. Second industrial revolution is based on electrical energy and mass production. Electrical energy and mass production. Third industrial revolution is based on automation with computer and electronic devices. Automation with computer and electronic devices. Automation with computer and electronic devices. And fourth industrial revolution. Fourth industrial revolution, that is cyber physical system, cyber physical systems, and Internet of Things. Internet of Things and the networks. Things and networks. This is what four industrial revolutions. Got clarity on this? Is it clear, students, now? Okay. Cyber physical systems means that's what. Next is that one. It is a cyber physical system is a combination of different technologies. All these technologies are interrelated, integrated together, and they work in hand. So when we implement the cyber physical systems, we can bring the concept of smart industry. We can bring the concept of smart home, smart cars, smart villages, smart cities. This smart concept is possible with the help of cyber physical systems, including smart industries. So what actually the cyber physical system means? The cyber physical systems includes what, means, students? All these emerging technologies are there as a part of this cyber physical systems. Means it includes all this artificial intelligence. Okay, now next one is machine learning, deep learning, big data analysis. Next one is robotics. Next one is quantum encryptions, data science and predictive analytics. These are all the emerging technologies which works as a part of cyber physical systems. Okay, now means these are all technologies together we call it as cyber physical systems, which works with cyber security. With a full-fledged security, we are implementing all these technologies. And along with cyber physical systems, what is there means Internet of Things. Cyber physical system plus Internet of Things. To implement all the systems, so we need internet or not? Internet is required. We need energy security or not? Yes. If internet and energy security is not there, so in India frequently there will be a power cut. Okay, now, if the power cut is there, how this artificial intelligence will work? If there are 10 times power cut, after 11th time, the artificial intelligence will stop functioning. Okay, now, then what is the use of implementing this industry 4.0? Okay, now, so hence, first we need energy security, and next one is we need internet security. If these two things are ensured, we can definitely introduce industry 4.0 in India. That is what India is looking for. Why this Digital India programs? Why this what we call renewable energy sources? Why government of India is looking for energy security? Means for this purpose. We want to increase our manufacturing base. And already in China, they have introduced this industry 4.0. Okay, now, we are still using this third industrial revolution, automations. To transform into this fourth industrial revolution, in India, first we need to build up energy security as well as internet security. That is mandatory. Got clarity on these ones? So I will take each and everything. What is artificial intelligence? What is IoT? What is 3D printing? What is big data? I will take each and everything. I will explain. Okay, now, is it clear what is cyber physical systems means? Okay, now, make a note like this. Cyber physical systems includes artificial intelligence, machine learning, deep learning, big data analytics, quantum encryptions, data science and predictive analysis. Okay, no? Right under that, this is what the technologies. Write in a paragraph, not in a point. Along with this above technologies, Internet of Things is associated with it. Internet of Things is associated with it. Okay, no? Through this Internet of Things, network of physical systems can be built. Network of physical systems can be built. Okay, that is what regarding to students. Is it clear now what is cyber physical systems includes? Okay, now what are the cyber physical systems and its associated technologies? So why we are implementing this national mission for interdisciplinary cyber physical systems to build up a smart concept, smart industry, smart technologies and all. And so if you need to introduce the smart technologies, what we require? All this artificial intelligence is required. Okay, now big data analytics are required. Internet of things are required. All these technologies has to work in an integrated manner. That is what regarding. So first, so understood up to this students? Any doubt? Please check it. Okay, now next one is another important point here is in every system biometric plays a key role. In all the systems, no doubt that biometric plays a key role. Without this biometric, can we use these systems? No. Without internet, can we use these systems? No. Biometric is for authentication purpose. Okay, now biometric is for accountability purpose. Can we ensure accountability or not? Can we ensure this authenticity or not? Yes, that is what. And next one is, so when we need to use this system, what India requires to implement all these things? Energy security, internet security is required. That these things are mandatory to implement this above advanced emerging technologies. Okay, make a note of this point. If India need to implement this, emerging technologies, if India need to implement these emerging technologies, internet security is necessary. Internet security is necessary. Come on, energy security is necessary. Energy security is necessary. Energy security is necessary. Okay, now that's what. Next one is. So first one is Internet of Things. We'll start with what is IoT. So IoT means we will discuss it in simple manner, students. In simple manner, what is IoT means? If you have a phone in your hand or any device with you, with that device, you will control everything surrounding you. You can book a cab. You can order a food. Okay, now you can switch on the geyser in your house. You can check the stocks. You can go to this any social media sites. Okay, now, and everything can be done with your device in your hands or device with you. That we call it as an Internet of Things. That means, what is this means? Internet of Things means anything, any device, anyone, anybody, any service, any business, any path, any network, any place, anywhere, any time, any context can be used, can be utilized with the internet, with a device. That we call it as an Internet of Things. Understood? Concept understood? So UPSC has given this question, students. Go to this question. This is the question which was given by the UPSC. So I will read out. Yes, I definitely you are unable to see this. I will read out. When the alarm of your smartphone rings in the morning, you wake up and tap it to stop. The alarm which causes your geyser to be switched on automatically. And next, the smart mirror in your bathroom shows the day weather and also indicates the level of water in your overhead tank. And next, after you take some groceries from your refrigerator for making breakfast, it recognizes the shortage of stocks in it and places an order for the supply of fresh grocery items. When you step out of your house and lock the door, all the lights, fans, geysers, AC machines will get switched off automatically. On your way to the office, your car warns you about the traffic congestion ahead and suggests an alternate route. If you are late for the meeting, it sends a message to your office accordingly. So in the context of emerging communication technologies, which one of the following term best applies to the above scenario? Understood now? Understood now what is IoT means? Understood now what is IoT means? Internet of Things means everything surrounding us is controlled through device. Okay, now there is no need of laughing. System will laugh in future. Okay, now why we need to use our energy? System is doing everything now. Okay, now everything is done by the systems. Why we need to laugh? System will laugh. Okay, now that is the only thing remaining other than this. Remaining all the items, all the work, what we have to do is done by this Internet of Things. That is what Internet of Things means. In this Internet of Things, if you are still unable to understand, no problem. One more thing is there in our hands. What is this means? There are different types of networks in Internet of Things. One is body area network. That is wearables. What is wearables means? Smartwatch, smart shoes, smart goggles, okay, now, smart dresses, upcoming version, these are the things. So already smart watches are there, smart goggles are there. Smart shoes will count your steps, it will count your calories burning, and it will send you the report on daily basis. Okay, now that we call it as smart shoes. This all comes under what means? Wearables. Okay, now, next one is local area network. So earlier, previous one is body area network, and second one is local area network, that we call it as a smart house. Wide area network, connected cars, very wide area network, smart cities. Are you getting, students? These are all the networks of what we call it as an Internet of Things, and it is, what is mandatory here? Biometric is mandatory to access all the systems. Got it, students? That is what Internet of Things means. In this Internet of Things, what actually it needs the devices? What are the devices it requires? What physical devices it requires, students? So this one is software is required for this. Next one is electronics, sensors, and actuators. All these devices will work in an interconnected manner. Okay, say for example, one more example I will give you. Recently, Sikkim airport is fitted with the IoT technology. India's first airport where it is fitted with IoT technology. Why IoT technology was introduced means, so surrounding the Sikkim airport, surrounding two kilometers of the Sikkim airport, they will arrange these sensors. Minor disturbances in the soil will immediately be detected by these sensors. Why? Because Sikkim is vulnerable to the landslides. To reduce the impact of landslide on the Sikkim airport, because each airplane cost is 500 crores like that, this landslide may cause severe damage. Okay, now, to avoid this impact, minor disturbances in the soil will be immediately detected by these sensors. Sensors will give information to actuators. Actuators will perform the tasks. Means it gives information to all the airplanes, it gives information to the airport officials, so they won't allow the airplanes to land there, and whatever the airplanes are there, they will use the remedies according to that. So at least we can reduce the damage intensity. Got it, students? Like this. And then next one is, as a part of real-time governance, all the street lights in India, we can switch on and off in a timely manner with the help of IoT technologies. Does it reduces the power consumption or not? Huge power saving can be done with the help of IoT systems. Got clarity? That is what practically IoT benefits us. In IoT technologies, human-to-human interactions will be there, human-to-machine interaction will be there, machine-to-machine interactions will be there. These three types of interactions you can see in IoT. Machine and machine will interact. Machine and human will interact. Human and human also will interact. So wearables means, are you interacting with wearable devices or not? That is machine as well as human interactions. Okay, now, so all the interactions are possible. These three kinds of interactions are possible in case of IoT, students. Take a break. After the break, we will write this IoT. Okay, now? Understood? IoT means Those who have a time, you can copy this. Shall I start writing this? Internet of Things. Copy this, everybody. First, copy this. Internet of Things. So after reading the question, you might have understood what actually the Internet of Things means. There is nothing more than that. Okay, that is anything, any device, anyone, anybody, any service, any business, any path, any network, any place, anywhere, any time, and any context. We can use this Internet of Things. Okay, no? Next one is write like this. Internet of Things. So first write this. After that, I will give time, and you can copy it. IoT is the internetworking of physical devices. Internetworking of physical devices, vehicles, buildings, and other items embedded with electronics, software, sensors, actuators, and network connectivity. Got it, friends? And network connectivity. Next one is in Internet of Things is the extension of existing internet. Okay, no? Next one is in this IoT technologies. The following interactions can be seen. That is things to things interaction. First one is things to things interaction. Human to human interaction. Humans to things interactions. Next one is this IoT technologies establishes the following networks. That is body area network. That is wearables. Wearables means smartwatch, smart shoes, etc. Next one is local area networks. Local area networks includes smart homes. Next one is wide area networks. Connected cars. Next one is very wide area network. That is smart cities. Done. Smart cities. Completed. This we call it as different networks of IoT students. Next one is it clear? That is what actually this IoT means. Internet of Things means. It is an extension of existing internet. Okay, now where with a single device we can perform multiple of tasks surrounding us. Okay. Next one is another one is big data. They're getting big data. What is this big data means? Just listen first. I will tell you that. Big data means nothing but huge volume of data collected from different departments. What is this huge volume of data means? Say for example, if you go to the Indian Meteorological Department, we have a data of past 10 years or past 50 years. What is the rainfall pattern of India for the past 50 years? In which year rainfall is very high? In which year rainfall is very less? So what is the trends of rainfall from the past 50 years? That data we have it. Okay, now that we call it as big data. If you go to any health department, what are the trends of diseases in India? Which state is affecting, means highly affected with what type of diseases? Where the dengue, malaria prevalence is very high. What are the hotspots areas of these communicable diseases? Are you getting it, students? So these are things. That data is there in health departments. Like this in every department. So there is a huge volume of data will be there. So what is the use of this huge volume of data? Either it is a private sector, either it is a public sector. This big data is mandatory now and then. Okay, now. So say for example, there is a Nokia company in India. Once Nokia phones are highly successful in India, all of a sudden manner, Nokia phones were perished from the Indian market. Okay, now. The particular company has not done any mistake. They have manufactured the mobiles, so in a normal manner. But what the thing they have done is, they have not manufactured the mobiles according to the demands of the customers. Okay, now. That means they have not collected the feedback. They have not collected the demands what exactly people are required. So, okay, now. Because of that, company has been shut down. Got it, students? Like this, big data is mandatory in every sector. That we call it as nothing but huge volume of data. To run any organization or to frame the policies. Say for example, in India we want to frame a health policy, and that health policy should be of universal health policy. Are you getting my point, students? Universal health policy means it should be applicable anywhere, anytime, for any disease. we need to frame this, we need to have a data or not. Yes, with the data only we can do that. Without data, how can you frame the policy? Simply, can you write it sitting in the AC? Can you write a policy simply? No. It seems to be very strong, but when it comes into the implementation, what happens? Many drawbacks will be there. Failures are there. Okay, now, so to avoid them, that to make a strong policies, framing of policy should be strong. When it comes into the implementation, it should be very strong. Okay, now, then only we can bring the changes in the society. That data which is useful for framing of policies and implementing of policies, we call it as big data. So say for example, as I told you that the past 50 years rainfall data is there. We are maintaining the track records. Past 50 years, what are the types of disasters we have? We are maintaining this data. So can we access with a normal computer? No. While we are accessing to this data, we should access in a fast manner. For that, super fast computers are required. We should access this data in an accurate manner. Accurate means what means? The data should be very much useful. Now, if there are discrepancies in data, can you use that data? We can't use it now. We have to identify wherever the data is wrong in nature, we have to identify it, we have to separate it. We should use the accurate data for framing of strong policies. And next one is data storage is very important. So how much fast we are accessing to the data is important. So for this, all we need a special type of computers, that is super fast computers or quantum computers, and cloud services are required. With the cloud services, that is cloud means third party server maintenance services, with super fast computers, we can access this data. If this data is there, if we give it to artificial intelligence, can artificial intelligence analyze the data or not? Yes, it will analyze the data. After analyzing the data, it will implement the strong policies, frame the strong policies, and we can implement that strong policies which is framed by this what we call super fast computers and quantum computers. So this is how the technology plays a key role. So humans can't analyze the data, such a huge volume of data. Instead of humans, super fast computers will work out, quantum computers will work out. Got clarity, students? Like that is what big data means. Everywhere, in every industries, big data is mandatory. Got it? Okay, no? So that is, make a note of this. These are the 5 characteristics of big data, students. What is the first characteristic means? Velocity. Velocity means, what is the meaning? Analysis of streaming data. We need to analyze the streaming data in such a faster manner. Are you getting it, students? So that we call it as an analysis of data, students. Okay, next one is variety of data. Variety means different farms, different departments, different big data. Different forms of data is there or not? Every day, every second, every minute, every hour, data will be created from different sectors. That we call it as a variety of data. Next one is value of data. How much accuracy we are using this data? That we call it as a value. Velocity of data, uncertainty in data. So where the wrong data is there, we should identify it, we should remove it. Uncertainty. Next one is volume of data. Volume of data means the amount of data that we are managing things. Scale of data we call it as. That we call it as a scale of data source. That is what regarding this. That is what 5 V's means. Velocity, variety, value, veracity, volume. These are the 5 what we call characteristic features of what we call it as big data means. You know, so these 5 characteristics can be utilized perfectly with the help of what we call it as quantum computers or super fast computer systems. Okay, now we make a note of this. Yes. What is that? Minimum data. So there is no measurement like that. Any data which is stored, which is collected on daily basis, we call it as big data. A feedback form is a big data. Okay, now feedback form itself is a big data source. It comes under the data only. Okay, when it is collected from the large number of students, then it becomes big data. Okay, now, next, right click this. Big data is a huge volume of data. Big data is a huge volume of data collected from different departments. Collected from different departments and organizations. Departments as well as organizations. Okay, next one is this big data. This big data. It may be of private or public organization. It may be of private or public organization. It may be of private or public organizations. Will be useful in framing of policies and implementing of policies. Framing of policies as well as implementing of policies. Implementing of policies. Okay, now, next one is big data has following characteristic features. Big data has following characteristic features. Following characteristic features. Big data has following characteristic features. One is volume. First one is volume. Volume refers to the scale of data. Volume refers to the scale of data that is generated every second and every day. That is generated every second and every day. Next one is velocity of data. Velocity of data. How much speed that we are able to access this data. Right, like this only. Velocity of data means how much speed that we are able to access data. How much speed that we are able to access data. Next one is variety of data. This variety or variety. Okay, variety of data. Variety of data. Variety means different forms of data. Different forms of data. Different forms of data. Okay, next one is value. Value means accuracy of data. Accuracy of data that is accessible. Accuracy of data that is accessible. Okay, next one is veracity. Okay, next veracity means uncertainty of data. Veracity means uncertainty of data. Uncertainty means discrepancies in data. Uncertainty of data means what means? Means wrong data. Right, in simple, wrong data. Wrong data. wrong data. Okay, so this is what regarding this. Understood the characteristic features. So how can we access the data? Does the conventional computers support such a huge volume of data? Okay, conventional computers brain will be hanged to access such kind of data streams. So hence we need super fast computers or quantum computers, and to store this data, what is required means cloud services are required. So with these technologies only we can have access to this data. Without big data, does any organizations will survive? Either private or public organizations can't survive. Okay, so hence big data is necessary, and it has to be analyzed time to time, and it has to be stored from time to time. So this will helpful in the successful running of organizations. Got it? Right, like this. This big data can be accessed. This big data can be accessed with super fast computers. With super fast computers. Okay, super fast computers as well as quantum computers. As well as with quantum computers. Okay, next one is to store this big data. To store this big data, cloud computing services are necessary. 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 So I will in this topic I will give you information regarding what is super fast computers, what is quantum computers, what are cloud services. These three techniques information I will give you that. Just I have introduced the technology here. There is a technology of super fast, there is a technology of quantum computers, there is a technology of cloud services, cloud computing services. Got clarity? So right, next point is big data is essential. Big data is essential for successful running of both public as well as private organizations. Both public as well as private organizations. Both public as well as private organizations. Public as well as private organizations. Hence, data need to be collected. Hence, data need to be collected and maintained time to time. Data need to be collected and maintained time to time. Okay, no? So that is what big data means. No. Yes. How veracity? So that means if you are collecting any data means accuracy of means important data will be there, and next one is wrong data will be there. So we have to identify wrong data, we have to identify useful data. Okay, no? That is one of the characteristics or not? Okay, no? That is what. So this is what regarding this big data means. Okay, now shall I proceed to the other one? Is it clear after this? Shall I proceed to the other one? 3D printing or immersion technologies. I will take immersion technologies, then I will come to the 3D printing. Taking immersion technologies. What is this immersion technologies means? Immersion technologies. Immersion technologies means nothing but blending of real life into the virtual life. Blending of real life into virtual life. And these immersion technologies are categorized into following types. What are those following types? There is nothing but one is augmented reality. Next one is virtual reality. Virtual reality. Next one is mixed reality. Next one is metaverse. Next one is metaverse. That is what regarding this immersion technology, students. So done, copied. So blending of real life into the virtual life. So that means that we call it as what actually whatever the real things that are happening, we will bring this reality into the virtual life. So what actually that means? Say for example, have you seen this Avatar movie? Avatar 1, Avatar 2. Okay, so whatever you are seeing on the screen, does they really exist? That means reality we have blended into the virtuality. Okay, and in the form of avatars, we have visualized the movie. Okay, nothing. So whatever we are seeing, the creatures or humans or anything, nothing doesn't exist in nature in a live manner. Everything exists in the form of avatar. Are you getting my point? So hence it was named as Avatar. Means everything is fabricated. Can you say that which one is real, which one is artificial? Don't say everything is artificial. Okay, so in that movie or in everything, when you are seeing this visualization effects, we can't discriminate which is real and which is artificial. That is what virtuality means. Virtual reality means everything will be generated within the computer, and we will enter into a new world when we are going through it. That we call it as virtual reality. So say for example, virtual reality will be experienced by using head-mounted helmets. And when you keep these head-mounted helmets, and you will feel that you are jumping from Himalayas, you'll get a feeling of you are driving a race car. Okay, and in that sense, you can't differentiate which is real and which is artificial, because you are there in the world of totally computer generated, fabricated world. Okay, where we cannot differentiate real and artificial. That we call it as virtual reality. And if it comes to the augmented reality, so I will take one more example and I will explain you. So you want a spectacles for your face. If you give the photo in the app, Lenskart or like that, immediately it will show you that which shape of specs is suitable for your face. That is augmented reality. With mobile phones, computers, laptops, you can use augmented reality. But virtual reality can be used with the head-mounted helmets only. So if you want to design a watch for your hand, okay, if you give the hand shape and it will show the watch which perfectly suits to your hand, that is what augmented reality. Got it, students? So in augmented reality, are we able to differentiate between artificial and virtual or not? Yes. That is the basic difference between virtual reality as well as augmented reality means. So where we are using this both virtual as well as augmented reality, students. So that we call it as an immersion technologies. Immersion means what? Means blending of reality into the virtual life, students. Okay, this we call it as an augmented reality, and next one we call it as this we call it as an virtual realities, head mounted helmets. So we'll experience all these things through the virtual reality, students. Okay, so virtual reality and augmented reality can be used in the gaming. Okay, gamings we are using it currently. In future we can use it for training purposes. Okay, training of different arms, training of different equipments can be used. We can use this augmented as well as virtual reality technologies. Already we have started this use of augmented reality technologies in India. For education purpose, we are using ISRO itself has started a website known as Soccer website where they are using this augmented reality technologies through animations. They are making making the students or any other people to understand the things in much more better manner. So, for example, we have seen the Chandrayaan 2 animation, Chandrayaan 3 animation. So that is what augmented reality what they use there. What is students? That is what regarding this augmented versus virtual reality means. Any immersion technology. What is immersion means? Nothing but blending of real life into virtual life. Got clarity on this? Okay, make a note like this. Virtual versus augmented reality. Virtual versus augmented reality. Virtual versus augmented reality. Virtual reality can be used by using devices such as head mounted helmets. Head mounted helmets. Next one is augmented reality can be used by using mobiles, laptop, computers. That is the first difference, friends. Okay, next one. In virtual reality, user cannot differentiate between artificial and real world. But in augmented reality, users can differentiate between artificial and real world. Artificial as well as real world. Okay, next one is unknown is. These are the two basic differences between augmented reality as well as virtual reality. Okay, next one. Right, in virtual reality, it is totally computer generated. Virtual reality is a totally computer generated world. It is totally of computer generated world. But in augmented reality, it is a blending of computer plus. In augmented reality, is a blend of computer plus virtuality. Computer plus virtuality. Okay, so that is the basic difference between virtual reality as well as augmented reality. And what is mixed reality means? Mixed reality is a combination of augmented plus virtual reality. So in this mixed reality, students, regarding to this mixed reality, what happens in this mixed reality? What is the thing regarding to this mixed reality? So in this mixed reality, there will be interaction between human, environment as well as computer interactions will be there. So see, if in mixed reality what happens means this is a hologram. Okay, so we don't know that device. Okay, that is okay. So what we will do in this mixed reality means we will bring this hologram into the this is what hologram means. So if we want to build a city, a gated community, we will bring this gated community or a city into this hologram. This picture what we are seeing is hologram. That means it doesn't exist physically, but it exists virtually. So if I designed a car, so say I collected a big data from the people of India. So people of India gave the demands of what type of car they want. Okay, with that big data, what I will do is I will give it to the artificial intelligence, the big data. Artificial intelligence will design a car. Okay, now before manufacturing, what I will do is I will bring the car, the design, whatever it is there in the form of hologram like this. So car will present in front of me like this in the form of hologram. If these kind of technologies are not there, what I need to do? I have to design the car and I have to take the spare parts specification, means what is the bolt size, tire size, height of the car, length of the car. I need to take all these specifications. I need to take the raw material. I need to manufacture a car which is having all these specifications and demands. It takes a lot of time. Okay, now for standardizing the car, for standardizing of a car, new car, it takes a lot of time. But this with mixed reality, I'm bringing the same design of car in front of you. There is no standardization, nothing is required. Everything will be taken care by the computer. Bolt size, tire size, height, length, everything will be taken by the computer. And in front of you when car is present, is design is okay or not? Okay, now do you need to go for any modifications? Next one is the tire size or all the dimensions of the car. So everything will check like that. Once the car design is okay, then what we'll do is we'll give it to the 3D printing. 3D printing will print the car. Once the printing has been done, and the total data will be recorded in the blockchain technologies. Are getting instruments where the car was manufactured, which batch has manufactured it, who is the first owner of the car, from which showroom the car has been purchased, how many servicings have been done so far, who is the second owner, third owner, is there any major accident like this? Everything you can check like this until the end of the car. Data, nobody can erase the data, nobody can modify the data, nobody can do anything regarding to that particular data. You have a transparency in access to this data. What is the use of this immersion technologies means? Without using raw materials, we are bringing the designs whatever we want in front of us in the form of hologram. That is what mixed reality means. So human and technology interaction is there or not? So this hologram is created in the atmosphere. That means environmental interaction is there or not? So in mixed reality is a combination of virtual as well as augmented reality. Where in this mixed reality, we will see the interaction between computer, human, and environment. Got clarity, students? Is it clear now? Shall we write it now? Okay, now write it. Mixed reality is a combination of. So we are writing immersion technologies. Okay, now mixed reality is a combination of augmented plus virtual reality. Augmented plus virtual reality. Augmented plus virtual reality. Okay, now in this mixed reality, In this mixed reality, there is an interaction between, there will be an interaction between human, computer and environment. Human, computer and environment. Human, computer and environment. Okay, there is copy like this, copy like this. So how it is useful, students, for us? We call it as a simulations. Simulations means, say, for example, you want to prepare a technology for a tsunami resilient technology you want. So at the time of tsunami, you can't do research and development. Can you do the research and development at the time of tsunami? Tsunami will be there hardly for 5 to 10 minutes. 5 to 10 minutes means it is very great. We call it as a rapid onset of disaster. It comes in a fast manner, it goes in a fast manner. So we want to develop a tsunami resilient technologies. How can we develop? Then what we will do is, we will create the same tsunami in the computer. And we will do research on that. And we will develop a technology that we call it as an simulations. Got it, students? Whatever the live incidents that are happening in nature, we will create the same live incidents in the computer and we will do research on that. Doing research in the computer related to the live happenings, we call it as an simulations. Got my point? So that is how these immersion technologies are useful. Okay, now, in case of virtual reality, you will totally enter into a new world when you are watching Avatar movie. So you will enter into a new world or not? So sometimes you will get a feeling of, are we there on the earth? So that much of immersion you will get. That much of immersion you will get it, students. That is what we call it as an immersion technologies means. Got clarity on this? Okay, like this. Done. Copy this. Simulations. Simulation, once again, just listen carefully. Okay, now. So whatever the live events that are happening, disaster is an event. Okay, now. So don't say marriage is also an event. Yes. Okay, disaster is an event. So yes. Okay, now. If many things happening simultaneously means we call it as an event. Disaster is an event. Don't say marriage is a disaster. Okay, now. So in this disaster, what happens means, wait, here, tsunami, I'm talking about tsunami, disaster. So if you want to do research and development related to tsunami, if you want to develop a new technologies related to the tsunami, so we can't do research in a live manner. We will take this live event into a virtual computer generated events and we will do research there. We will develop new technologies there. That we call it as an simulation. Understood? Understood? Otherwise, come after the class, I will take another example and I'll explain. Okay, next concept is metaverse. Next concept is metaverse. So what is this metaverse, students? So this metaverse concept was recently introduced by Facebook, students. Facebook has introduced this metaverse concept actually, and it has, first I will explain you about this metaverse. Okay, no? That is not metaverse. That is an ad. That is an advertisement. First I will explain regarding this metaverse, and then we will go into the details of this. This metaverse is an alternative to internet. Listen carefully. Metaverse is an alternative to internet, but metaverse is not. It doesn't replace this internet. It works based on the principles of internet. What is based on the principles means, whatever we are using this internet in metaverse, it has IP address. Okay, it has its IP address. It has its source code. These basic principles of the internet will remain same, but it is an high-end version of internet. So how can you differentiate metaverse and internet, sir? So okay, I will give you the differences between metaverse as well as internet. In internet, if you are using internet, internet doesn't respond to our commands, but metaverse responds to our commands. What commands it is? Say for example, you want to drink a coffee on the top of Himalayas. Okay, so your house environment can be converted into an Himalayan landscape with metaverse. So you get a feeling of what means you are there in the Himalayas. Like this, you can change the background of your surroundings with the help of metaverse. When you give command to the metaverse, it will change the background. But internet can't do like that. Okay, now, next one is, in internet, you can have access to the videos on the screen. But in metaverse, you will have a live experiences. Means the person to whom you are talking will appear in front of you in the form of hologram. That means metaverse will enhance the, what we call it as an interactions of the people. Interactions of the people will become more livable. Okay, now, so that is what another difference between metaverse as well as internet. And next one is, so as I told you that internet is the basic version, metaverse is the high-end version. That means mobile version of internet, or we call it as a high-end version of internet, we call it as a metaverse. In this metaverse, humans can exist in the form of avatars. Okay, now, so as I told you that instead of me coming to the class and teaching, I can send my avatar. So whatever I am doing in the house, the same things can be taught in the class like this in a livable manner, and I can interact with the students. Instead of you coming to the class, you can send your avatar. Okay, now, so this concept is there. This concept is there. Upcoming concept is that only. Microsoft is coming up with a metaverse classroom concept. So if I am teaching with solar system, I can bring the solar system in front of you, and I can take each and every planet. I can explain each and every planet. So that kind of conditions will be there. If I am explaining about the drainage system of Ganga river, so I can take each and every tributary of Ganga. I can take the main length river of Ganga. Everything I can bring in front of you in a what we call it as an immersion technologies, and we can explain like that. So that is there in case of what we call it as an metaverse. What I'm saying is, in metaverse, presence should be there. That means individual should be there, either in the form of live manner, either in the form of avatars. That is one thing. Second point is, metaverse is interoperable. Interoperable means we can change the landscape and our surroundings according to our needs. Say for example, so people will go to the gym and they will do the workouts. And in metaverse, there is no need of such concepts. You can play while playing, you can do the exercise activities. Okay, now, so while you are playing the game now, so you will play the game means cricket. If you are playing, you will get a feeling of really playing in the ground. Okay, now, that means you are doing the work there, means exercise there. At the same time, you are playing there. So such kind of concepts will come up in case of metaverse. That is interoperable means we can switch from any platform to the any other platforms, from outer space to the landscapes of the earth. That is what interoperableness means. And another point is regarding the metaverse is what means it enhances the interactions among the people. Live interactions among the people will be enhanced. Earlier it is not there. One of the major drawback of technology is mobile phones or all these things is human interactions has been drastically reduced. It has a severe impact on the psychological behavior. Okay, now if you want to see the reactions, okay, now grab other's phone and keep it with you. Immediately you can see the reaction that we call it as a psychological reactions. Is it right or not? So in case of metaverse, such kind of reactions can be controlled with interactions, live interactions. Are you getting my point, students? So some effects of the technology can be reduced with the help of what we call it as a metaverse. But still metaverse is in a budding stage. It is not fully evolved. So hence, to discuss about the limitations of metaverse is very difficult. When it is implemented practically, we can discuss the limitations of what we call it as a metaverse, students. That is what metaverse concept means. Okay, make a note like this. I will give that. Okay. Metaverse is an alternative to the internet. Metaverse is an alternative to the internet. Metaverse is an alternative to the internet. But it doesn't replace the internet. But it doesn't replace the internet fully. It works based on the principles of internet only. It works based on the principles of internet only. Next one is metaverse and internet will differ in the following ways. Metaverse and internet will differ in the following ways. So what does that mean? Will differ in the following ways. Yes. First one is internet doesn't respond to the commands. Internet doesn't respond to the commands. Internet doesn't respond to the commands. But metaverse responds to the commands. But metaverse responds to the commands. Okay, next one is in internet, interactions will be there between human and screen. Between the human and screen. But in metaverse, interaction will be between humans and hologram. Humans and holograms. Okay, no? Metaverse is a mobile's internet. Mobile's internet, which enhances the live interactions. Which enhances the live interactions than the existing internet technologies. Than the existing internet technologies. Next. Metaverse has following components. Individual presence. Right in the bracket. Individual presence, either live or in the form of avatar. Next one is interoperable. Metaverse is interoperable. That means interoperable means we can change the modes, landscapes, modes as well as landscapes. Okay, next one is another one is did you understand that mode and landscape means we can move from one landscape to the other landscape. Landscape means Himalayas to grasslands to the deserts, anywhere you can go. Okay, now that is what landscape model means. And if you want to enter into the space, you can enter into the space also. Right there, right in that point only, event horizon also. Event horizon. HORIZON. Event horizon means what means you can enter into outer space. Okay, you can sit between the planets, you can sit in the black hole, whatever the landscape you want, you can change your background. That's what the meaning of that. Are you getting it, students? That is what regarding to the interoperability means. Okay, and third point is standardization. Third component is standardization. So what standardization? Right like this. Interactions, live interactions is more compared to the other technologies. Okay, this is what regarding to this metaverse means, students. So we can use it in gaming, we can use it in health sector, we can use it in classroom, anywhere we can use this metaverse, students. So this is the video that was released by the Facebook regarding to the metaverse. Just a minute. So in the mobile, we can use mixed reality, artificial intelligence, and smart glass system. This is the metaverse concept. So with the help of these tools, this is a head-mounted helmets. With this head-mounted helmets, we can use this metaverse technology, students. So means you can enter into this. Just a minute. Okay, now we can enter into the virtual world in the form of avatars. Rather, you entering into the virtual world, you can send your avatars into the virtual world, and you can use this metaverse technology. Any platform, anything can be created like this. You can change your background, your house background or livable background into like this, students. Like strange things can be created like this. You can use it for gaming purpose. Like this, you can change your avatars. Playing of games. Okay, now this is what you will play. You will involve in playing of this games like this. This is what metaverse concept, students. Means in the form of avatars, we will enjoy different modes. That is what all about what we call it as an immersion technologies means. Okay, now anyhow you have started packing now. Okay, if you have any doubts, please come forward.